Welcome to part 2 of Texas selecting an arrow for hunting season. I am making these videos because right now it's spring and it sucks because it's not hunting season and it's too cold to fucking fish. So I just wanted to pick up this video with talking about, I've already covered my arrow shaft and head weight. I now wanted to do a little bit of talking about broadheads. This is a Magnus Stinger 4-blade, 125 grain, cut-on contact broadhead. I like cut-on contact broadheads. I have no idea why. Maybe it's because there are no frills most of the time. It begins cutting as soon as it touches, okay? And it stops cutting when it comes past this point. So, also, this back edge here is sharpened on these broadheads. Why? So that as it's getting pushed out or pulled around inside the animal, it will continue to cut. This here is an arrowhead that I have a lot of faith in. I got my first deer with a Magnus snuffer. I think that the snuffer is a phenomenal arrowhead in 125 grain. They're rugged as hell. I have a broadhead test video out where I shoot it through a couple of boards and finally completely destroy the head in a 2-inch board that it penetrates almost all the way through. If it had been a new head, I suspect that it would have possibly penetrated. I don't know, but they were some fairly extreme tests. But Magnus, I have a lot of faith in Magnus. I highly suggest cut-on contact broadheads for big game. I don't do a lot of turkey hunting, so I can't really comment to that. However, obviously for turkey hunting, you are definitely not going to want to shoot expanding broadheads. I know that much. But for big game, even whitetail, okay? I know that recently rage has gotten really big, okay? I'm still dubious. I don't know. I don't want to say that I'm reluctant to change, but this particular design of cut-on contact broadhead, it's been around forever, okay? I know that I've said this before. Tex Grebner Outdoors is a no bullshit zone, okay? I fail to see a scenario where this broadhead with this design, a cut-on contact, solid manufactured broadhead that has no moving parts, I fail to see a scenario where this will fail me. I honestly cannot say that I do not see ways and possible situations where an expanding broadhead like Rage could fail me. I don't shoot them, but if you like Rage, I'm not bad-mouthing your choice. It's what you like, and it's your choice to shoot that. But like I said, I've heard my share of Rage users that originally thought that Rage was a good idea, and you can't argue with the wounds that they make. But no amount of cutting diameter, realistically, no amount of realistic cutting diameter can compare with a single bladed or even a 4 blade like this put in the right place. And if you say take a hard quartering away shot or a hard quartering forward shot where it goes through the front of the shoulder, or I should say like this, into the front of the shoulder, I know several people that have taken those shots thinking that they would make them, and sliding the arrow into that shoulder paddle of the deer, and the deer runs off and they never see him again, and find very little blood trail. So I'm not saying don't use rage. All I'm saying is with a fixed blade cut on contact design like the Magnus Stinger or the Magnus Snuffer, you've got a hell of a lot less that can go wrong. And this design will penetrate. It will break bones. It will cut to the capillary level in tissue, and I think that it will work. I have not, but you're not going to see me, if I ever take any serious big game hunts, you're not going to see me shooting an expandable broadhead if I'm going after wild boar. It's not going to happen. If I'm going after bison, if I ever manage to, you're not going to see me with an expandable broadhead. You're going to see me with something like this. Something that has a diamond tip that's going to break bone and cut to the capillary level on a large, heavy shaft with a lot of kinetic energy. Also, I know that it does not take a lot to pass through a deer, okay? They're not notoriously thick animals, however they are notoriously hard to kill. And expanding broadheads, now granted, I don't doubt that some of the rage horror stories are embellished. I'm sure they are. You'll get that all the time, but I just don't have a lot of faith, I should say, in non-solid broadhead designs. I'll be completely honest. I think that Rage might have the best design for a mechanical expanding broadhead, but I think that it's about, I don't know, 60% hype. Because like I said, you can't argue with the wounds that they make, but you also rarely hear people talking about the ones that got away because their rage busted off a blade or folded a blade down when they went through, and they couldn't put them into the vitals because they took a shot that they thought that they could make. And I mean, I'm not saying that you should take shots that you're not absolutely positive that you can make. I'm just saying, if you take that shot, more than likely, you'll connect and you'll cleanly kill the animal with one of these broadheads because there's less that can go wrong. That's all I'm saying. If you like Rage, that's fine. I'm a Magnus fixed blade guy. Always have been. And unless I have something amazing happen, I'm going to stay a Magnus guy.